All right, listeners, buckle up. Because this deep dive, well, it's a little different. We're talking birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, is there really something to this whole born under a certain star thing?
I'm intrigued.
We're about to crack open Adam's birthday book and see what it's all about. Today, we're diving into January 28th.
Interesting. What grabs me right away is how this book kind of blends everything together. Numerology, astrology, even a dash of tarot, all to paint a picture of, well, the January 28th personality.
A personality cocktail. I don't know about you, but I'm already sensing some strong energy here. This excerpt's got some bold claims right off the bat. It calls January 28th the Day of Outstanding Achievements. Whoa, like, are we talking Olympic athletes here?
Right. It even goes as far as saying that these folks, those born on January 28th, they're practically hardwired for physical challenges.
Okay, I gotta ask, to all our January 28th listeners out there, does that resonate with you? Are you guys out there, like, climbing mountains and running marathons?
What's fascinating is how just reading something like this could actually influence someone. It's that whole self-fulfilling prophecy idea, right? Like you encounter a concept, even if you don't fully buy into it, and it still kind of seeps into your subconscious, maybe even shapes your actions.
So the book itself might be nudging these January 28th folks to push their limits. It's like the universe is saying, go on, I dare you.
Aha, exactly. Though it's not just physical strength.
Mhm.
This excerpt, it really emphasizes mental fortitude too. Like those two go hand in hand.
The total package. Inner strength and the outer drive. But wait, it gets even more interesting. Adam's birthday book, it throws us a curveball. Two distinct types of January 28th personalities. Ooh. This I gotta hear. Right, so picture this. In one corner, we've got the armchair adventurer. Loves a good thrill, but perfectly content, experiencing it all from the comfort of, well, you guessed it, an armchair.
Okay, I know the type.
And then, in the other corner, the real-life daredevil. Actually out there, living those wild adventures.
Wow, quite a contrast.
Right. So, dear listener, which one are you? Living life on the edge or through the pages of a book?
This whole idea, it really highlights the importance of self-awareness. Whether you're a daredevil or an armchair adventurer, knowing your strengths and your limits, that's crucial, right?
Self-awareness, the ultimate life hack. Okay, but hold on tight, because every good deep dive needs a little twist, a bit of shadow, wouldn't we say?
Oh, absolutely. What's the catch with January 28th?
Well, Adam's birthday book, it doesn't hold back. It throws out this warning: watch out for losing touch with reality, like getting so caught up in this fearless achiever persona that you lose sight of what's actually going on.
The perils of ambition, right? It's
Yeah.
like that old myth, Icarus flying too close to the sun. We all struggle with self-image and expectations, but maybe January 28th feels that pull even stronger.
So how do you walk that line? How do you embrace the good stuff, the ambition, the drive, without, crashing back down to earth?
Right. Got to find that balance. And the book doesn't just leave you hanging. It digs into numerology, astrology, even tarot, to offer a little guidance.
All right, time to get mystical. Numerology first. The excerpt says the number 1 is super important for January 28th. What's the deal with that?
So in numerology, the number 1, it's all about leadership, individuality. It's that drive to create, to be the first, to stand out.
Sounds familiar, those outstanding achievements popping up again. And what about the astrology piece? The book mentions the sun and Uranus. What's their role?
Good question. Think of numerology as the blueprint, and then astrology, that's like the cosmic weather influencing how those traits play out. The sun, that represents our core identity, our true selves. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And Uranus.
Now, Uranus, that's the planet of, well, the unexpected. Change, disruption, innovation. Shaking things up.
Perfect match for our go big or go home, January 28th, folks. Wait, there's one more player in this cosmic game, right?
The tarot card. The magician. Oh, yeah, the magician. That card, it's all about willpower, intellect, and get this, transformation. The magician takes those thoughts, those dreams, and turns them into something real.
Okay, so we've got ambition, drive, leadership, a touch of magic. That's a lot packed into one birthday. But like we said earlier, even good things, too much can backfire.
Exactly. That's where the shadow side peeks through, all that power. Well, it could lead to manipulation, using those gifts for, let's say, less than noble purposes. It's a good reminder for our January 28th listeners to use their talents wisely, responsibly.
Even magicians have to be careful not to get lost in their own illusions, right?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's a balancing act, for sure. But luckily, Adam's birthday book, it doesn't just point out the danger zones. It offers some guidance, too.
Oh, good. What does it say? How can these January 28th folks stay grounded with all that cosmic energy swirling around them?
Well, get this. The book gives this really evocative piece of advice. It says January 28th should keep hold of the tiger's tail.
Keep hold of the tiger's tail. Okay, now that's an image.
Right, I'm picturing someone clinging on for dear life, but what does it actually mean?
Well, I think it's about finding that sweet spot between embracing adventure, that tiger energy, but also staying grounded. Don't let go of the reins completely.
So it's not about suppressing that natural drive, but more like choosing your battles.
Exactly. And alongside that whole adventurous spirit, the excerpt also emphasizes the importance of, believe it or not, cultivating calm, especially when it comes to achieving goals.
It's like a reality check. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Even with all that ambition, patience is key.
Definitely. And then there's one more nugget of advice that really resonated with me: maintaining a realistic sense of your own capabilities.
Oh, that's huge. We all have those limits, even if we don't like to admit it. I'm sensing a theme here. This idea of balance keeps coming up.
100%. It's about integrating those different, almost contradictory energies: the ambition, the need for grounding, the drive to stand out, but also the importance of staying connected to reality.
Embracing all those complexities, right? The light and the shadow sides of this birthday. But Adam's birthday book throws us another curveball here. It ends with a meditation, which feels like a really interesting choice.
A meditation. Really? What's it about?
Yeah, it's surprisingly introspective, and it's pretty short and simple, actually. It just says, there are ever-recurring miracles in everyday events.
Ever-recurring miracles in everyday events. Wow.
It's
Really
lovely.
beautiful.
It does feel a little different from all the outstanding achievements talk, though.
That's what makes it so powerful, I
Yeah.
think. After all that focus on big goals, big dreams, it brings us back to a place of, well, simplicity, presence. Like, it's reminding us that true fulfillment, it's not just about external success. It's about finding joy in the everyday, too.
Appreciating those little moments of magic that happen all around us, even when we're busy chasing bigger things.
Yes. Adam's birthday book, it's saying, hey, January 28th, don't forget to slow down, appreciate the journey, find the extraordinary in the ordinary.
Stop and smell the roses, as they say. Or maybe for January 28th, it's more like stop and appreciate the view from the mountain before you climb it.
Love that. It's not about giving up on your dreams. It's about finding a sense of peace, of presence right there within them. Life isn't just about the destination. It's about savoring every single step.
Finding those moments of peace, even in the midst of like conquering the world, it's a good reminder for all of us, right?
Totally. It's like,
Yeah.
even if our birthday isn't January 28th, we can all relate to that desire to, achieve, to make our mark.
Yeah, those big dreams. But like we've been saying, it's about finding that balance, the drive, Andy, the peace.
It makes you wonder, though, what about everyone else? Those of us not born on January 28th, what can we take away from all of this?
Right. Like even when we dive into something super specific, there are always these universal themes, things we can all connect with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for me, it's that reminder. We all have these different sides to ourselves. That drive to push it, but also that need to just chill, reflect.
Yeah.
The desire for recognition, yeah, but also that deep down need for, like, inner fulfillment.
It's like we each have our own inner daredevil, A&D, our own inner armchair adventurer. The trick is finding that sweet spot.
And that's where self-awareness comes in, right?
Yeah.
Taking that honest look at yourself,
Yeah.
figuring out, okay, what do I need right now?
Exactly. Do I chase the dream today?
Yeah,
Or just, be present, appreciate what's right here.
right. And maybe, just maybe, those two things aren't mutually exclusive.
It's like Adam's birthday book is saying, hey, embrace that ambition. Go after those outstanding achievements.
But don't forget,
Don't forget to hold on to that tiger's tail. And, pause every now and then to appreciate those ever-recurring miracles all around us.
beautifully put. It's about finding that balance, that harmony within ourselves and our aspirations.
Well said. And on that note, this has been quite the deep dive. We've explored ambition, self-awareness, a little bit of magic.
And maybe even learned a thing or two about ourselves along the way.
Always. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Adam's birthday book. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep those deep dives going.